Hi everyone, welcome back to another cash condensing video. I haven't done one of these guys in a really long time, so we're gonna kind of wing it today. I was looking through my binders and I noticed that they're a little overfilled, so we're gonna go through them one by one. I'm only working with hundreds today, guys, and cash placeholders, so it's gonna be a little different for me. So just bear with me through this video. Before we start, how's everybody enjoying Halloween time? How's everybody enjoying October? Are you guys feeling the vibes? We're almost done. October is almost over and then it's Christmas time, and guys, this year has just flown by. Oh, it's so crazy. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right into the cash condensing video. I have my cash placeholders here and I have backups on the side here if I need any more. I just didn't want to overflow up here. I'm gonna bring out my overflow binder for this one. I didn't go to the bank, guys. I'm gonna teach you guys how to cash condense using the overflow binder, so without having to go to the bank. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip to the hundreds section. If you don't know what the overflow binder is, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and link it down below in the description box. There's a whole video that I made on it. Hopefully, it gives you a better explanation. Basically, what the overflow binder is, it's kind of like your bank from home. So on days like today where I don't have necessarily time to go to the bank, but I have to cash stuff, and my envelopes are a little too full for me to cash stuff right now, so I need to condense them before I do. So the overflow binder, it's basically holds the money that are in your envelopes that are represented by these cash placeholders. Again, there'll be a link in the description box down below. It goes a little bit into depth into the overflow binder. So for the video's sake, we're just gonna skip over to the hundreds section. I'm a little weirdo and I'm just gonna pull out these ones here because I really like how these bills look. I know it's weird of me. If I have to use them, I will, but I don't know. I feel like these bills are cool looking. I like them better than the blue ones. I don't know why. Look at these, just look nicer. He looks different. Anyway, so we're just gonna pull out the hundreds and then 50s. So what's great about using the overflow binder when you guys cash condense, guys, again, there's no trips to the bank, and also all the money that you replace over here, it just goes back into the overflow binder, so you genuinely don't have to go to the bank for anything. Okay, so we're just gonna start there. I don't have any 10s and I don't think I'm gonna need 5s. So we're gonna start there and then we're just gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna start with, let's start with my boyfriend's binder. I don't use any cash placeholders for his binder because he's a guy, honestly. Doesn't really care about that stuff. So let's go with car expenses. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. You know what? I'm just gonna place 2 50s because he reaches in this often. 5, 10, 15, 20. He reaches in this often and I don't want to give him 100 if, maybe something it's not that big. So we're just going to do, 2 50s and a 20 should be fine. Oh no, I don't have any room for my cash placeholder. Sorry, little guy. Can you guys see the spider? Okay, perfect. Treat myself is getting too far. I'm so sorry. I'm so used to cash stuffing. Treat myself has 80. He reaches in this fairly often too, so I'm not going to condense anything in here. Ticket to Vegas, 2, 4, 6, 8, 90, 100, 5, 10, 15. So we'll just condense the 10. All right, cool. That was really quick. That's one. Let's go into my high priority. Is that which one? Yeah, we're gonna do high priority next. I think there should be a good amount of condensing in here. Perfect. Miscellaneous. Give that 120. If you're new to the cash condensing game, welcome. Cash condensing, guys, is basically you're taking all the smaller bills from your envelope and swapping them out for bigger ones. I feel like I should have said that in the beginning, but I'm so sorry. If you're like knee deep into the video already, it's kind of what it is. My bad. If you're new here, welcome. Hi, how are you? It's fairly simple. It's just basically keeping your envelopes, you know, healthy, and you want to keep as minimal bills as you can in here. Unless it's like an envelope that you reach into all the time, you definitely should cash condense, so that way it, you know, you just save your envelopes health. Oops, you save your envelopes health just a little bit, because it can get pretty full. For taxes is 1, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So for this one, I am gonna put a cash placeholder. Let me show you how that works. So again, we're going into the overflow binder, and in here, sorry for the glare. So this is my high priority tracker. It basically keeps track of all my envelopes and the amount that's in them. So for example, this is taxes, and I'm gonna put a $300 placeholder. So what's gonna happen to this money? It's gonna go into this area here, which means it goes into the actual overflow binder in here. And we're gonna write taxes and write $300. So that way we know there's $300 in the binder, but there should be a $300 placeholder in the envelope. I hope that makes sense. So there we go. We wrote taxes, $300. We're gonna put this to the side. And this money goes in here. And then, oh, perfect. This is a $300 placeholder. We're just gonna put this guy in here. So now we know that there's $300 in the overflow binder. It also works both ways. If you go into your overflow binder and you're like, let me go to my high priority section and let me see what placeholders I have. You can see in taxes, $300, there should be a $300 placeholder. See how it all kind of like mixes together? On to the next. Car expenses. I'm gonna leave this, oh, actually, no, I shouldn't. 10, 20, 30, 40. I was gonna leave it, but sometimes it's because I reach into this one fairly often as well, and it usually just depends on what I need for the car. Car repair, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90. Don't you hate that? Okay, let's see. I hate that. I wish I could just put like an extra 5 in there just to make it 100. 20, 30, 40, 50, 10, 20, 10, 15, 20. Oh, perfect. Oops. I am a mess. So sorry, guys. All right, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Perfect. Yes. All right, cool. But then now that I reach into these fairly often, this one needs to go. So this is the goal tracker. We're gonna leave that in here. We're just gonna put a placeholder in for these. So I'm gonna condense these two 10s to a 20. And then we're gonna put a placeholder in for this 200. So I'm gonna put the 200 over here. And we're gonna grab a $200 placeholder. There we go. And we're gonna put that in here. We're gonna bring out our overflow binder once again, and I'm gonna write pet emergencies, and then we're gonna put 200. There we go. Pet emergencies, $200. And then I can put this back in here. See? And then your envelope's held again. See how the envelope starts to like open on its own? Sometimes that could mean like, you know, you have a lot of cash in there, and you know, vellum is very sensitive. It's very unforgiving when it comes to envelopes or like the lamination. I tend to break mine often. So it's just, yeah, I really like condensing because it brings the envelope back to normal. Vision, 100, 200, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So that's $300, right? Yeah. So we'll put a $300 placeholder in here as well. So 100, 200, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So it's $300. Perfect. And $315. So we have a $300 placeholder and $15. And that's for vision. You know, this makes me really happy because at some point, all of these envelopes were empty. And it made me really sad because, well, obviously you use the money that's in the envelopes, right? But I never thought I would get to a point again where I would have to use my overflow binder. For a long time, it went dormant because, I mean, there was nothing in the envelopes. So it makes me really happy. Kind of emotional. Dental's getting 20. We're gonna swap that out. Invisalign, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85. I'm gonna leave this the way it is. I'm not gonna put a placeholder just because, wait, so the whole thing with cash condensing, this is a personal preference. Again, this is not something that you have to do, but when you do cash condensing, the placeholders is the same thing as like $100 bill, right? So this has 150, 60, 70, 80, 85. This has $185 in it. So this would, for me, it would make no sense if I would put like $100 placeholder in place of this 100, and I can't condense the rest of this, right? So to me, it's logical to just keep this here until it reaches maybe 200, and then, you know, I'll condense that. You keep your envelopes and your cash the way you want it to be. Work expenses, 100, 200, 10, 20. I'm not gonna pull from here either, sorry. I'm not gonna condense this. I need to actually pull from here, so we're not gonna condense it. And these we're gonna leave alone because they're just annual expenses and they're already kind of like condensed. Alrighty guys, so we're jumping into our holiday and birthdays binder. There's only one in here that I need to condense, and that is my big mama. Look at this guy. Look how open it is. Oh, it's full. And it is fully funded, guys. We did finish Christmas. I'm so excited about that. So we're gonna keep this in here. So we have 3,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95. That's 10. So that's $4,000. So what we're gonna do, put this guy to the side. We're gonna grab a $4,000 placeholder, put that in there. And I did redo this envelope, guys, just so you know. So this is what my holidays tracker looked like. For the video's sake, I'm just gonna cross out previous Christmas that I listed on here and just rewrite it. And I'll redo this off camera, just for the video's sake. We have Christmas, 4,000. Perfect. That's probably the only one I needed to cash condense. Everything else is full and they all have a placeholder. Besides these two, we're still working on those, and birthdays don't need to be condensed. Okay, we're gonna go into, this is our home binder, and there's only one big one we probably need to condense. Oh no, we can condense the others. This is our savings. Oh my gosh, this is a complete mess. So we're gonna definitely condense this one. So we've got 2,000 in the bank. So if you guys are curious, with the ones that say in the bank, that's not something that I write in the overflow binder. So this is specifically in the bank. The ones that look like this, that don't have in the bank, is what I use to represent the money in the overflow binder. So two completely separate cash placeholders. So we're gonna focus on the in the bank ones. So we have 2,000, 500, 600, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so we're gonna make a deposit today. So we're not gonna worry about all this cash. We're gonna do 2,000, right? So this is 2,000, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is 3,000 here. So we're gonna deposit these guys. I'm not gonna put it here. I'm gonna be putting this into my wallet so I can deposit this in the bank. But all this is gonna go onto the side. And we are going to put in a $3,000 in the bank placeholder. Oh, sorry. And then we're gonna add this 100 right behind it. Costco, 100. 2, 4, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. So we're gonna take off these 5s, put in a 20, and we're gonna keep those 20s in there because I like using change at Costco. Toiletries, probably the same thing. Let's just get rid of these 5, 10, 15, 20. We're gonna end up with so many 5s at the end of this. Household, 20, 45. I'm gonna keep it the way it is. Date night, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, perfect, 50. So guys, again, what's good about this is that You saw how in the beginning we didn't start off with a lot of money, and now we have plenty of it. So if you ever wanted to, let's say after this you have to do some cash stuffing and you can't run to the bank, you can pull it from here. Obviously you just have to remember to replace it when you go to the bank later to pull it out. 2, 4, 60, 70, 75, 80. Let's just leave it like that. It's nice to have some change. No. And that's it. So that's it for our home binder. Let's go into low priority. I don't know if we're gonna need anything for here. I'm gonna treat myself the way it is because I like to pull from there. Family, there's nothing in there. Girls night, nothing in there. Special occasions. We'll put a 10 in there. We'll switch those 5s out. Birthdays, no. My boyfriend's birthday, 50, 100, 10, 20, and 5, 10. Oops. So this is what it looks like after. The next one is Alexis's birthday. This one has $200 in it. I'm gonna leave it the way it is. Yeah, just because it's coming up, and we're gonna leave it alone. This is my other best friend, 50, 100, and then 40. We're gonna leave that the way it is. And everything else should be empty or low. Perfect. And that is it, guys. That is the end of my cash stuffing. We're gonna put everything back into the overflow binder. So this is what we do. I'm gonna put the 100s back. We're gonna put the 50s back, then the 20s, 10s, 5s, so on and so forth. And then my cash placeholders, I have a designated binder for these. All I did was I grabbed a clear binder and I put a bunch of these A6 zippers in here. So I take my cash placeholders. I have a lot, guys, and the only reason why I have a lot is because when I make them for orders, sometimes I mess up on a few and I keep the messed up ones. Sometimes I just, if I need a few, I just make them for myself. I split them in two because they're just so big. And I also have one for the in the bank one as well. Okay, and there we go. That's how I utilize the A6 clear binder. So if you ever wonder as to how people use these in all different ways, guys, but this is how I love to use mine. I keep all my inserts in these. So I have a few like of my inserts in the back here, fully funded. If I ever need any A6 fully funded in the envelopes, I keep all my placeholders here. It's just very convenient to have it all in one binder. I can just grab the binder, and if I need a placeholder, just grab it. So these are two binders that I use for my cash condensing. If you guys have any questions regarding cash condensing or the overflow binder, you guys can go ahead and drop a comment down below. I'll try to answer all the comments that I can, but there's going to be a link down below again in the description box for the overflow binder. It goes more into depth about the quesadilla and the hamburger, and if you're interested in the overflow binder, they're available on my website, or again you can make one yourself. Again, if you watch the overflow binder video, I teach you ways how to make an inexpensive one, so that way you can kind of tailor it to your needs and how you would use it. But yeah, guys, if you guys made it to the end of the video, I really appreciate it. Thanks for joining, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys. You guys thought that was the end of the video, huh? Just kidding. That's so lame. All right, guys, before I let this video go, I do want to show you guys the binders that I have coming to my shop. I'm so excited about them. I've had a lot of questions regarding the binders that I use in my videos. What sucks about those questions is that I didn't have those binders in stock to kind of like speak about them. I would just say like, oh, they'll be available soon, and that really sucked to say. The binders I'm talking about are gonna be these guys, these smooth. Ooh. I have brand new ones on the left hand side here, so I'm gonna bring them on the screen so you guys can see them. So this is what they look like from the outside. Obviously you have a smooth front, you have a buckle clasp. This is the hardware. Is gold. You've got a couple pockets in the back. You have 2 pockets on the side here, one also on the left hand side 4 binder pockets or inserts on the left hand side and a clear pocket. This is what it looks like. It's so clean, you guys, and I love it. Now, in case you want something different than the gold, this one's also going to be available in black. Let me put these down. Has the black rings on them. I really like this one, guys. I have this one for my business binder. So this is what my business binder looks like. My business binder doesn't come on screen too often, but this is what it looks like. Black rings, so got the pockets and everything. To me, it just looks so sleek. I love the black rings opposed to the golds, but you know, personal preference. I mean, they're both gorgeous if I'm honest, but you guys know me, black everything. To me, I just like the color black. All right, guys, for the next colors, obviously they all look the same from the inside. They're all gonna have the gold hardware with the same pockets. Just the colors are gonna be a little different. Let's do it. Alrighty guys, so now that is the end of the video. The binders will be dropping on this date here. I'm gonna put on the screen because at the time of recording this video, honestly, I don't know the date that it's gonna be dropping, but by the time this video goes up and it's edited, I would have figured out a date. So if you guys are excited about the binders, keep that date marked on your calendars. It'll be live on my store. And yeah, if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys. I feel like it was so boring. Billy. Bills, Billy, Bills. Hello, focus. Camera. What's wrong with you? Oh, there we go. Perfect. Just kidding. Hey, focus. Do I have to hold it closer? Damn, how close do I have to go? That's way too close. Why won't this focus? Focus. Camera.